The 80-20 principle is the key to helping you earn the income of your dreams in your web design business. If you want to earn more, if you want to have more time and stop being tied to your keyboard because projects just keep going on, then the key is the 80-20 principle, and that's what I'm going to go through today. So what is the 80-20 principle? The concept of the 80-20 principle is that 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. So a few examples of this is 20% of your clients will produce 80% of your income, whether you're a web designer or whether you have a financial planning business or any type of business. 20% of your investments will produce 80% of your net worth. 20% of your relationships or your friends will produce 80% of your happiness, the time you spend with them. Or 20% of your effort in your job will produce 80% of the output that you create. And so this is a principle that started in the financial industry when they looked at financial markets, and it's been now applied to every single type of life and business area that there is. And it works. So I'm not going to go into the detail on why it works or to prove to you, just believe me or read the book, The 80-20 Principle by Richard Koch. What we're going to do now is show you what you need to be focusing on in your web design business to get 80% of the results from only 20% of the actions that you take. Because a lot of you as web designers are doing lots of work, you're very busy, you're always kind of a bit stressed at times, but you actually don't feel like you're getting what you deserve out of the business. So your income is not where you want it to be. It's actually, for many of you, significantly less, even though you believe you could earn more. You're working all the time, and you don't have a lot of free time. And when it comes to enjoying the business and having meaning in the business where you feel like you're making a difference, a lot of you feel like you're just not making a difference. So when you apply this principle, you have to be very strict on where you're spending your time. And if you do it properly, you'll be able to get the results that you want out of your business. Because I believe the web design industry is a fantastic industry for people to get into and to make great money, have great freedom in their life, and to have great meaning. But you have to follow the 80-20 principle. So as a web designer, you need to build websites, you need to do marketing, you need to do sales, you need to stay up to date with the latest technical things, you need to manage your team if you have team members, and you've got to make sure that the clients are happy. And so there's lots of tasks in a day that you have to do. But can I just tell you that most of those tasks for you as a business owner are a waste of time, and it's what's lowering your income and increasing your stress levels. So what is your 20% that will give you the 80% of results? If you focus on this 20% of the business, it will give you 80% of the income and the freedom that you're looking for. Unfortunately, most web designers spend most of their time 80% of their time on things that will only give them 20% of the results. So these are things like web design, rolling out websites, working with team members that are unproductive, having meeting after meeting after meeting with clients and not getting paid for it. And so the web design, the technical component, I know is an enjoyable part of the business, but it's driving you into the ground. And if you really want to have more money, more meaning, and more freedom in your web design business, what you have to do is spend your time on the 20% of work that will give you 80% of the results, and that is sales and marketing. I know that if you could generate more leads in your business and you knew how to convert them at a much higher conversion rate, instead of 10 or 20%, at 60, 70, and 80%, you will generate more income. And I can tell you now, money solves a lot of problems in business. When you have more income, you can spend more money to do the things that you need to do in the business to make it more efficient. Now, if you can spend the 20% of your effort, if you can spend that in a way that gives you 80% of the results, then you have to make some changes in your business, right? Because you can't go from spending all your time in delivering websites and speaking to clients to actually not doing that, or reducing that to 20%. And so the way you do this is through systems and procedures and team members. Now, hiring a team member doesn't have to be expensive. A lot of you think, well, I can't afford someone in my country. But I have team members in the Philippines, and those team members are much more efficient than I am. They all have degree qualifications, but they're much less expensive. And so that's how I leverage my time. So they do a lot of the tasks, a lot of the delivery tasks that I used to do, and now I just don't have to do it. And I've got to say, they do a much better job than I do. They're much more efficient than I am. And so that's one way that you can free up your time to spend it in sales and marketing. So hire team members which are affordable, hire team members that can do the work, and thirdly, what you need to do is create systems and procedures that they can follow, so then the work is done to your standard, because if it's not done to your standard, then you're not going to be happy in the business, the clients won't be happy. So you've got to lift the standard, not lower the standard. And the way you do that is through documenting the whole process in your business, and letting them follow processes that let them achieve outcomes that you're happy with. So lead generation in sales is where you should be spending your time. If you don't like doing this, if you don't want to spend time in sales and marketing, then I can tell you your business just isn't going to grow. This is the hard reality, okay? Can I just speak friend to friend to you? You know, friends tell you when you've got a problem so you can fix it. People who aren't friends just let you keep doing the same thing, okay? So I'm a friend today, so I'm going to act as a friend. You have to spend time in sales and marketing. And if you don't like it, then your income and your freedom from the business is never going to be there. So maybe you should go and get a job. But if you do want to stick with this and you do want to have your own business, then you have to shift your focus. Now, are you a natural salesperson? Do you naturally love sales? Maybe not, and you don't have to. Now, I've said many times before, I'm actually an introvert. I have been a salesperson all my life, but I'm actually don't look like a typical salesperson. You know, I like to be by myself, and I don't have the biggest personality, but we know what I do have is I have a commitment to excellence. And I've realized that sales and lead generation is not magic, it's a science. And so you don't have to be talented, you just have to follow a process. You know, you don't have to think that it's a voodoo magic. There is actually an explanation of how to be successful. And what I've done is I've figured it out and I apply it daily, and that builds my income. And that affords me the ability to work from home and have clients all over the world and have the income that I desire and have the time to spend with my family. And I live my life and I run my business on my terms, not on other people's terms. And the only way I've been able to do that is using this 80-20 principle. We're spending 80% of my time now in sales to deliver all of the results that I need, and that's the income that I want. And so you probably are spending 20% of your time in sales. I want you to spend that 20% and make it really effective so you're getting 80% of your results. And so the way you do that is getting really good at lead generation and sales. So if you want to know what to do to generate more leads and get a higher conversion rate in your sales, I want to encourage you to click the button around this video and go to a sign-up form for a webinar that I hold on a regular basis. And this is where I go through the detail on how I grow my business in lead generation and sales. So in this webinar, we cover 3 things: how to attract, how to convert, and how to deliver website projects to grow your business. And if you do have an issue with lead generation sales and you know there's a gap there, I want to encourage you to join the webinar. It's live, it's with me, it's free. I just show you what I do. I show you my whole sales strategy. I show you how I generate leads and how I actually convert them. And I know it'll help you heaps. So click the button. I look forward to seeing you at the webinar. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I release lots of videos on a weekly basis. And also like the video. YouTube loves that, so more people can see it. So I look forward to seeing you at the webinar.